Disneyland was created in the late 1950s by Walt Disney. He was hands-on. He had those mule rides, and they went ahead and they created a magic kingdom called Disneyland. And it was a magic place indeed. They had the castle. They had to create everything from scratch. It was just an amazing project, and they built a hotel, the Disneyland Hotel. They had the monorail that went ahead to the Disney Hotel from the middle of Disneyland. It was a beautiful theme park with huckleberry fins. It was fun. When you ran out of e-tickets, you'd go to that island and you would have fun. It was very adventurous, and they had the Mark Twain ferry boat. It was very beautiful, and it was a nice cruise around the park. You got to see Disneyland on the cruise boat. Mark Twain. It was a very beautiful thing. And then it was like the people mover. They went ahead and you could move around the park on this slow moving tram, and it took you in some of the rides. You got to be shrunk. Then you got to go see all the park from a sky view. It was a beautiful thing. You get to drive by the cars, Autopias of cars, and you just got to enjoy the entire Disneyland park with the Matterhorn right there and the submarines. It was a beautiful sight, beautiful thing to see. And then they had a little concert area where they'd have concerts, and the monorail that went to the Disneyland hotels would take you from the middle of the park. And this is the central area, and then they had, of course, costume people that would run around and they'd take pictures with all the different people in the park. The park's not that crowded on this day, but there it is, the Magic Kingdom, the castle. It's beautiful. They got some rides in there too that are fun for the kiddies. But it was fun in those days. They had that horse. They would carry you around to the entrance gate when you got tired and you wanted to leave. And they had that car that would drive you to the gate too. And then you'd have, on Huckleberry Finn's Island, you'd have these fun floating docks that were fun. You could just run on them. The happiest place on earth was Disneyland. It was on Harbor Boulevard, very crowded, near Denny's restaurant, the old Denny's, near Melodyland, where I got my first ticket on a motorcycle when I was 14 years old. Right there, Melodyland is closed. Families from all over go to Disneyland. It's a small world. There's a beautiful ride for children. The families just love going there for sure. And then here it is, Tomorrowland. One of my favorite parts is Tomorrowland. They had the Carousel of Progress, the Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow, and they had lots of fun rides. They had all the good stuff in Tomorrowland. The People Mover was a very fun ride. I'd go on that probably every time I went there, which was a lot. I went there almost every day. I had season passes. Disneyland was the bomb. As young preteens, we got lots of trouble on this SkyTram. We threw licorice off there and hit people in the head. We were bad kids, and we had a lot of fun and a lot of laughs. The SkyTram went all the way through the park. It was a beautiful thing. The monorail was a great ride. It started in the middle of Tomorrowland and went all the way to the Disneyland Hotel. And here it is, Disneyland Hotel, when they first started building it with the monorail in construction. But Disneyland was a great place with a submarine ride. We'd take that submarine ride under the ocean. We'd see the mermaids. It was wonderful. However, Autopia was my favorite ride. That's where I learned to start racing, enjoying the four wheels underneath my feet. It was a good time as a little child. I enjoyed this ride. The boat ride was kind of a goofy ride, but it was fun as a little child. You were captain of the boat. You were the captain of the boat. The Magic Kingdom was enchanted. It was beautiful. All those kiddie rides. It was just a gorgeous place with the Matterhorn and the guys climbing to the top, and Tinkerbell every night going down that mountain on the string. It was beautiful. And the horses, they don't have these things anymore. The horse ride at Disneyland, it was just fun. And it was all created by Walt Disney. A great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Thank you, Walt. God bless you. Rest in peace, Sir Walt at Disney.